It's April Fool's Day, 2024. And honestly, I think I'm going to rename this day. I'm going to call it Self Love Day. And you know why? Because that's what we all need. We don't need to be pulling pranks on each other. I never understood April Fool's Day. I never understood pulling pranks on people. Because bottom line is, when you're pulling a prank on somebody, you're showing them how foolish they are. And most of us don't need that pointed out. We feel like we're foolish enough without having somebody else undermine us. And I mean, often we laugh, like you have to laugh at yourself. My gosh, if you don't laugh at a practical joke, you're this big stick in the mud, right? Well, I think it's very painful sometimes. You can watch people's pain as they're laughing, agreeing with you. So I did a little research, and the only positive thing I could really find for pulling pranks for April Fool's Day is maybe you get a shared social experience, a shared moment you can look back upon and supposedly everybody laugh. I don't know if you're the one that got the prank pulled on you. I'm not sure. So all I'm doing today is coming on and asking you to think a little bit. Next time you decide to pull a prank on somebody, make sure it's actually funny and it's not something that's going to be very hurtful. I looked up April Fool's Day to see where it came from, and they don't really know. Supposedly back in the time of Julius Caesar and such, there's theories it could have been that far back. The one that makes the most sense to me, I believe, was in the 500s, and I could have this wrong, so don't call me out on it. I believe it was in the 500s, and I think it was France. I'm not 100% sure. They changed the calendar. The current calendar began April 1st, began at the spring equinox. And the new calendar is going to begin January 1st. So they called everybody who still recognized the first of the year as April 1st, April Fools. Well, that makes a lot of sense. I kind of get that. They even did things like putting pictures of dead fish on their back and such. To me, that was probably the advent of April Fool's Day. I'm going to encourage you, rather than April fooling somebody, maybe just practice a little self-love that day, because many of us had traumatic events when we were young that would lead us to not feel so good about a prank. We feel we're foolish enough without somebody going out of their way to make us feel even more foolish and point out how gullible and easily tricked we are. So just something to think about. This is just one of those ramblings, and because it's April 1st, 2024, I thought I would share that and give you something to think about. Next time you go out to prank somebody, just think about it a little bit, okay? That's it. Move well, stay healthy, be happy. Live every day with passion and purpose. Later.